Hey everybody, it's Dan Sims with Success by Day, and today I'm going to be talking to you about something from the Lessons of History by Will and Ariel Durant. The authors say, so the first biological lesson of history is that life is competition. Competition is not only the life of trade, it is the trade of life. Peaceful when food abounds, violent when the mouths outrun the food. Animals eat one another without qualm. Civilized men consume one another by due process of law. Cooperation is real and increases with social development, but mostly because it is a tool and form of competition. We cooperate in our group in order to strengthen our group in its competition with other groups. War is a nation's way of eating. It promotes cooperation because it is the ultimate form of competition. Until our states become members of a large and effectively protective group, they will continue to act like individuals and families in the hunting stage. This is going to be a fairly controversial topic, especially if we talk about war, which I think I'm going to stray away from. So basically what they're saying there is that competition is natural among other animals and among humans as well. And cooperation amongst humans, either on the order of a family or a social group or organization or even a state or a nation. Cooperation is a means of competing. So basically we naturally compete, and cooperating within a small group is, as the authors say, is only a way to compete more efficiently with another group. So I wanted to relate this actually to something that has interested me for a long time, the idea of nationalism. I've always wondered how because I did a lot of research on the founding of America in early American literature, and it always fascinated me how a country founds itself and then gets its inhabitants to a place where they're willing to fight and die for their country. That astounds me. And I think the reason is because it's what the authors are talking about. We pit ourselves against a common enemy, and when you pit yourselves against a common enemy, you become entangled in that kind of competition that they're talking about. It's cooperation as a means to compete with another group. So why am I talking about this? Well, for two reasons. The first is that if you are in a position, if you're in a management position and you want to unite a team, this is one way to do it. I mean, even within a business, you can pit certain groups of people, certain factions of that business against each other in a friendly way, and that breeds natural competition amongst your employees. Or you could pit them against another company. And just that the idea of working with a group of people pitted against another group of people is, it brings about the competition in us that's naturally there. The other reason I'm talking about this is because I know a lot of people who are entrepreneurs or who want to, or are thinking about starting their own business. There's a certain way you need to think about business that isn't intuitive for a lot of people, and one of those things has to do with competition. If you're starting something, if you're building something, you're automatically competing against other people. Competition is a big part of life, especially in business. And if you're starting your own business, if you're an entrepreneur, you're going to have to compete with other people, and the way that you compete with other people is really important and pivotal to your success. Another thing that they mention in the book is inequality is not only natural and inborn, it grows with the complexity of civilization. Hereditary inequalities breed social and artificial inequalities. Every invention or discovery is made or seized by the exceptional individual and makes the strong stronger, the weak relatively weaker than before. And the point that I'm trying to make here is that you can compete in different ways. And this brings up something I learned from Blue Ocean Strategy. You can either compete by competing or compete by offering new market space that's uncontested and shutting out competition. You can use your inequalities and the things that make you different. You can use those things to compete by competing, to strive to become just better than the competition, offer a better product, a better service. Or you can use that inequality to become so different from your competitors that the competition is rendered useless. And that is an incredibly effective way of competing. The takeaway is competition is natural. Competition is going to happen in your workplace, in your career, in your business, in every venture in life. It's natural, and you just need to learn how to do it to become successful. So that's your Success by Day for today. I hope that was helpful. I will leave a link in the description to The Lessons of History. It's an absolutely amazing book. It's one of my top 5. I'll also leave a link in the description to my notes on this book in case you are interested in reading. I'll see you next time.